There we go.
Welcome to Drawing Hive.
All right.
All right. Welcome, everybody. It's our, when Timmy and I decided we were going to do a Halloween month, we didn't realize there was going to be 5 weeks of Halloween. And so,
Really scraping the Halloween barrel.
so it's
I
another,
love it.
it's another Halloween night. Those of you who don't know, you see the big sign up there that says Visual Arts Passage. We're the ones that bring you Drawing Hive. We put it together. We do it because it's a big part of our community. And, it really connects well with our educational program. And if you don't know, we help people develop careers as illustrators and painters, and we do it very, very well. So check us out if you haven't before, and let's get to tonight's business. So, episode 271, The Occult and Witches. I hope everybody can see what I'm sharing. Timmy, is it?
Looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, looks great.
Great. I think that's a great shot. I love that shot.
Mhm.
So our reference tonight,
All over the place with this one.
all over the place. Back to 1922,
Yeah.
a movie called Haxan, which is really pretty amazing. If you
It's
go,
it's the coolest movie. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I've never seen it.
go
I
back
saw
and funny, Timmy gave me the name of a movie that I went back and I looked for, and I finally did find it, Timmy. But this
Oh,
is
It's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have one from Haxan. We got one from The Craft.
Equally notable films.
Yep. Just don't have to go back as far.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Hocus Pocus, and then
Classic.
another one from Haxan at the end.
Yeah.
Great photograph.
Mhm.
Does it feel like we're pandering when we do Hocus Pocus every Halloween year?
I will always paint it too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right.
All right. So I think
I love that I love that Drawing Hive has gone on long enough that we have a nun with torture devices.
that's right. And we're okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, we would have never used this image season 1.
Yeah, year one, that's not happening.
That's a good thing. It's just invisible to us at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So we do 3 poses, 2 20-minute
Yeah.
poses, and then 1 45-minute pose. At the end, Timmy's going to tell you what you need to do, and always try to share your work with us. And so I'm
It's
ready.
a really awesome, supportive community. The way you share your work with us, you got to join us on Discord. That's where it all happens. You don't got to learn any hashtags. You don't got to do anything complicated. You just got to join our Discord server. I just shared it in the chat. I'll do it a couple more times tonight. But please join. It's an awesome community. People share stuff there all week. So the Hive continues. A lot of new people have been joining, which has been making it really fun. So, and yeah, share your work with, like John said, please post your work with us throughout the night. And at the end, we're going to check it out. Dale, I couldn't hear you when John was doing that reference. So have you seen Haxan?
Yeah,
Cool. When's the
super. I can't believe that was made in 1922.
22.
It's like half documentary, half like drama, and just incredibly weirdo, like right out of your nightmares when you were a kid.
Yeah, I saw it and I did not know that it was made in 1922. I thought that somebody had done an amazing, weird, kind of like weird Gonzo-ish. They'd be like, what if we did all of this, but in the lens of like a 1920s film? Like the practical effects in it are insane.
Oh, I know. There's a little stop motion animation.
Yeah.
They must have restored it because there's the version I watched was like a warm and a cool. So they must have done something to restore it.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, it's like part documentary, like Dale was saying, and but then it's like has scenes of fiction and it's exploring the history of like the occult, essentially.
Yeah,
Um,
like witchcraft.
okay,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
since I don't even know whatever language for which.
yeah.
Uh,
It's really cool. I mean, like there are scenes in it that like almost feel like they're in color,
yeah,
but I mean, but I guess I mean, like some of this reference, I'm gonna just show some of the images we didn't even use, or like
there were so many. Oh my God.
the imagery from it is like, I mean, like if you were to watch Haxan and then go see the new Nosferatu, you'd be like, oh, this is hack. Like,
Yeah, I was really. Who's that director? Robert Eggers. Robert
yeah,
Eggers.
David, is it David Eggers?
Dave Eggers is the author.
Okay.
Heartbreaking work, staggering genius.
Yeah.
I think it's Robert Eggers. Whatever. He also did The Witch, and I was wondering if he was vibing off of this to do The Witch.
Yeah, you're right, Robert Eggers. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, and
in.
I joke about it being hacked. I mean, it's honestly, it's just like they're doing like a really great modern redoing of it, but it's some of the scenes in Haxan are like, I mean, they're like acid trip,
Yeah,
weird. Like,
yeah, nightmare.
Is it streaming anywhere? Like,
yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's on
yeah.
HBO, I think.
okay.
Oh, I highly recommend it. It's
Yeah.
silent and the music's whoever chose the music, it's definitely kind of wacky music. Um, so
It,
the a lot of the expository scenes, like the documentary scenes, it's they're highlight, they have artwork and someone's pointing in with a stick, to point out what the narrator is talking about.
uh-huh.
But get into the acting, the actual drama parts, and it's like I don't know, man. That was such an amazing film. It was like next level weirdo darkness.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that would be if you were like if I was like, okay, let's say I'm 14 and I'm at a sleepover and I wake up at like 2 a.m. and it's on the TV.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Scariest thing ever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And you gotta watch it. You
do
gotta
you know what I'm
watch.
talking about? Like,
Oh,
I guess,
yes.
yeah, like that experience of like waking up and you're just like, what is this? And you're alone and you're just in someone's basement.
Hmm. Which is
Yeah.
already uncomfortable.
Yeah. And you're just like, I'm gonna think about this forever. It's probably the oldest movie that could scare me still.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Or not scare me, but creep me out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
I
stuff.
don't know. Um, what do you guys how's everybody been doing? What's everybody been up to?
I'm just rocking the semester here.
Yeah.
Like we were talking backstage.
And Dale, I'm gonna say this. Don't worry about doing anything, but your volume's a
Okay.
little low, so maybe project. Yeah.
Okay.
Talk like you're on a car speakerphone.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So proceed. Sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm just dealing with a semester.
Hmm.
I'm trucking with my solo work, so
Yeah.
that's that's always exciting once I start to feel like I'm getting momentum and work is starting, like I'm able to start lining work up, and that's always exciting to see.
Yeah. Are you some Halloween projects?
I mean, I made my kid's mask
Can
for
we
Halloween.
can I share the mask that you've been working on?
Yeah, sure.
It can I share the finished one that I
Did I
think your
text
kid
it to you? I'll text it to you if you don't have it. Oh, I
um
texted it to you, didn't I?
you did. I was looking for yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It's cool. I'm gonna share the video one. It's awesome. It's truly this is what is it? Is it K-pop?
Yeah, it's Derpy the tiger from K-pop the Demon Hunter. Both my kids are being different characters from the movie, but it's such a new movie, there really aren't costumes. Like there's Rumi, the main character, but the tiger, there isn't a costume at all. So I was like, how much do you really want to be it? And she's like, I really want it. So I was like, all right, I'll make it. So
Look at
Whoa,
this.
Oh, that's
Look at
cool.
that. Wow.
Jesus.
So are the kid, is she looking out I'm assuming the two?
yeah, and so I actually
Yeah.
got mesh that I could paint and I attached it inside so you won't see her eyes. Those areas are like covered now.
I was gonna say it would be so embarrassing if you could just see her eyes right through it. That would be so.
Well, we'll see. Like, I don't know how hard it's going to be at night, so we can always pull it out.
Oh, that's cool. What is the head mounting type situation? Is there like a ball cap in there or something? Or
I made like a cardboard like crown that I fitted to her with crossing over the top
uh-huh.
and duct taped it so it was like cushy, and then I attached foam in around the forehead part of it. So yeah,
It's so
it's
cool.
all started with cardboard. So, and then I did homemade paper mache clay, because it's fun, and yeah.
Yeah. I
Cassandra,
should.
I give you a lot of credit for doing that, and your kids are going to remember that forever.
Yeah.
Tell you, I think I was like 8 years old, and the television show Batman came out. And right before, right when it came out, I mean, it was before Halloween, you couldn't get costumes.
Yeah.
My dad made me one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God, it was so awesome. And I was the envy of all the Batman freaks.
That makes
He,
me so
he did
happy
he
now.
did a killer job too. It was really, really nice.
I wish there was a picture. Is there a picture? I would love to see it.
I
There's
don't
gotta
have
be.
one of the Batman. I have a couple of others costumes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Old school kid costumes it's the coolest because they made them, you know?
Yeah. Like,
I was the tail end of my 90% of costumes were made. Like I was the
mhm.
very tail end of that. And now
We
it's
had to make ours. I mean, that was part of the deal.
oh, my least favorite thing is just like the jumpsuit pajama. I get it. I get
With
it.
the plastic masks that smelled so chemically. Do you remember those?
Yeah. I get it. Parents are busy and it's just like added to like one more thing, but I do like the onus. When I was a kid, when I was really little, my mom helped us with costumes, but as we got to be like like the last few years you get to do Halloween, I'm gonna say like when
21,
is that?
22.
Yeah.
22, 23? No, I'm thinking that it kind of cuts off at like 11, right?
Yeah.
13.
13. John was 13, trick or treating at 13.
But it was more devious stuff then.
Yeah, at 14 you're a problem.
Yeah.
You're
We're
you're
delinquent at that point.
you're a
Why are
delinquent. You're a
you at
true
my
villain.
door?
You know what?
Yeah,
As long as a kid is showing up asking for candy, I will give them candy.
Yeah, same.
yeah. But at 14 you're more like the actual Joker.
I don't care. You know what? It's so much
You're,
better than getting into other trouble. They're coming
you're
for
like
candy. Like, come
you
get a Snickers, man.
no, but I think the 14-year-olds, I do think when I see like a 15, 14-year-old out, I'm like, this kid just wants to see the world burn. Like,
I agree, Timmy.
that's
Ban 'em.
dangerous. Yeah, watch out.
Ban them.
Ban them. No,
What?
so we had to make we had the final stages of Halloween, you've got to make your own. That was the big thing.
Yeah, well, the experience of making it and all of that, when
Yeah.
that was a big part of it.
Oh, yeah. So many of my costumes were always homemade. So, yeah.
Most angry I think John has ever been at me was it was like the first Halloween we were dating. And this is my wife.
John.
What was that?
I thought you said John.
No, Gianna. Gianna, my wife, John. No, Gianna. Uh, she she takes costumes very seriously. and would always do like amazing over the top costumes. And I had no plan for mine. And like in a single day, she like was like, you should do Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber, but you should do like a niche Jim Carrey. You should do Jim Carrey when he's running to money and dresses like a rich person from Aspen.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. And so she does the whole entire costume. We go to a party and I win the costume contest.
Oh,
And she was just like, he was just a passenger for this experience. She was so mad. Yeah.
What
It
was
was
her
Just an
costume?
actor.
her costume was Rufio.
Oh my gosh, that didn't win. What? Rufio?
No, I mean mine was really good. I remember like people would like stop me and be like, whoa, that's like that's like a 5 second scene from Dumb and Dumber. Like,
did you have the was it after he was on the moped and the like the
uh,
snot?
I'll find the I'll find the photo of it. I think it's like on my Instagram. My dad.
Yeah, I totally want to see that.
Yeah. But no, it's the only time I've ever won a costume contest. For those who don't know though, Gianna used to be the costume director for Drawing Hive.
Mm-hmm.
In the early days, she dressed our model.
She did a fantastic job.
They became too difficult to work with and high demanding. They started to want to get pieces of the pie.
Pie. Wait a minute. There's
Like,
a pie?
There's a pie.
Like
John and I won't share it with
Wait
anyone.
a minute.
I love pie.
literal pieces. Timmy was tired of baking.
Yeah.
Like what fruit?
Pieces
What kind of
of
pie?
the pie. The pie was it was a light pie. Not a lot of people get there's 2 slices in the pie. No. Ray, good to have you here. How's it been
How's
going?
everyone doing? Good.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
What have you been working on?
Oh, things I can't talk about, but
Yeah,
I'm very busy. But yeah, I got a deadline coming up, and I got a mountain of work due. But
really.
yeah, happy to be here.
Is your show done? Is that like already in the mail? Is that done?
Yeah, that's done. Yeah, everything got the final pieces got shipped out. Thank
Well,
goodness.
congratulations. That's always like, has it arrived? Are you able to do the full breath of relief yet?
It's a good question. I think maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
I should check it on that. That's a good. Thank you for reminding me.
That's
Cassandra.
always like the dream moment when it's arrived and you're like, okay, I did it all. It's where it's supposed to be. Then I'm like, I'm done with that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, since like I'm on this illustration deadline. It's like, I totally forget. I usually would be pretty stressed out about it, the same way, but I've just been so distracted. So, thank you for
Maybe that's
reminding
in
me.
your favor.
No, I will do that. That's more negligence.
I feel like I just brought stress to you by bringing
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Thanks for reminding me what I'm supposed to be freaking out about.
Yeah.
My question was, what are you doing here?
No.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's
Well, I got
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I'm very
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I got to earn my piece of the pie.
Ray, you know what? The one sponsor, the one Drawing Hive sponsor that is in the rafters waiting to swoop in, and there have been discussions. You're pretty much the only person that's going to benefit from it.
But if I will do it if they send stuff.
It's all going to be robot stuff, Cassandra. You're not going to want to touch it.
I'll still play. You know who's gonna freak out and then teach me how to use it all? E-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. The NDAs have been signed. And
Whoa.
I know it's just moving along. I was being kind of I had a lot of irons in the fire. I was pretty busy, and so I was a little slow to send it back. And I was like, guys, had to go through this whole legal process. So, but I'm
Drawing Hive legal had to
legal
probably
counsel.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
our consigliere, which is I don't know who the Drawing Hive consigliere is. Um, probably Bill,
Was
Bill
it,
Cobe. No, I don't know. Send it to Chris Payne.
Oh,
Chris would just be like, no.
you what?
What? Get out of here. No, we got some fun themes coming up. We do have a guest next week. Matt Salacuse is coming back on.
Woot woot.
And we are
Whoa.
going to do a spooky night, a negative collection spooky night. For those of you who don't know who Matt Salacuse is or the negative collection, Matt is a good friend of the show, become a very good friend of mine. And he's a really talented photographer, but as a hobby, he goes to like thrift, like he goes anywhere you can find like old negatives, and he finds amazing photos. I don't know how he has the time to do it. He just does it whenever he's on a shoot, whenever he's out of town. He'll go to a thrift store, a flea market, anywhere you might find him, and he just pours through them. And he finds like iconic photography, like the original slides. And so I texted him and was like, "You got anything spooky, anything creepy?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So, and just like for reference, when I was at I'll stay at his place when I'm in New York, and the last time I was there, just like on his fridge there's just an original negative of Elvis from like a photo shoot with Elvis.
wow.
And it's just like magneted. He's just like he has so like it's not it's like a the way he has it pinned up is that he doesn't even care about that one that much.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing the pictures that he has found. Like they're stunning.
If I was telling him, I was like, if you had shown me that this was a hobby of yours now, I would believe it. I would not believe it. I would assume that it was AI or fake.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I would just be
Totally.
like, how's this guy faking this? This isn't real.
Right.
Or
Well,
he's like
like with
stealing. I just wouldn't believe it.
Well, like
Um,
the people he finds, like Muhammad Ali and like
right.
yeah,
the
Martin Luther
Elvis
King
and like
Jr. and yeah.
some real like old amazing like photos. They're
yeah.
just it just kind of blew my mind, honestly.
It's I think the most um underrated, like not talked about, like art project, mainly because it's like,
Like they belong in a they could belong in a museum easily.
or just like a historical society. Some of them are like the MLK photos. I'm like, oh, I've never,
Yeah,
like, I can't
yeah.
believe this isn't. Where you're just like, there's only so many photos of these people.
Like,
Like,
how are they not looking at the flea market? Like, people will have boxes of this stuff, and yeah, like Martin Luther King Jr. pictures.
I actually asked him, I was like, so because he's in New York City, and you're just like, well, of course, like so many iconic things have happened in New York and like continue to happen over the past 100 years. And there's just so many people moving in and out that I'm like, of course it's like a hub of lost things like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, but if you were like, I was like, if you were doing like a shoot in Kansas City, would you go to like a flea market if I told you it had negatives at it? He was like, oh, that's where I find all the good stuff.
Hmm.
Like in some like flyover city or something.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yep. Photographer from New York City is trying to fly to LA, flight gets grounded in Kansas City, they lose his luggage. He
It
had all
sounds
these
like it could also
negatives.
be a Hallmark movie. Keep going.
Yeah.
It
He's got it
it
figured
does
out.
sound like a Hallmark movie. But anyway, it should be fun. I'll get him. He has a good story. Um, his stories are dicey. Everybody, it might be an earmuff episode. We never know. You guys, I'm just gonna say this because I've gotten to work with Matt quite a bit, and I've spent a lot of time with him now. Drawing Hive has only seen the tip of the Matt Salacuse iceberg. Yeah, yeah, and it's there's a lot. It's an iceberg. Yeah. So, anyways, it should be a fun one. But yeah, we got two more Halloween episodes, don't we?
Yeah.
Should be fun. I don't know what we'll do for the last one, but we'll see. Um, Yeah, I just want to remind everybody in the crowd though, please ask questions. If you do got questions, ask them. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If I haven't tagged any of them yet, the Q&A is quiet, so
Well,
put it
like,
to work.
there's a question, or is it kind of a question? Are they the perspective of Hexen? They're like, is someone, I think she's
Um,
asking, are you looking, they're trying to figure out the perspective. Are you looking down on the demon monster?
Oh,
The Hexen
the
blue guy?
blue guy,
Yeah.
that's the devil, and he's come up and like risen over something the guy's reading. So he's kind of coming upon someone. So you're kind of looking up at him, you know.
Okay.
yeah.
I had no idea what you were talking about for a second. I was like, is Dale doing something different?
Oh, no.
The first reference.
Yeah, is anybody doing it?
Hey,
I was like, I thought that was my thing.
what's everybody working with?
With a scratchy charcoal pencil that I'm trying to make friends with, but it's so far we're having a difficult time together.
Dale, I'm so sorry to do this, but you're gonna have to pretend like you're driving like a Jeep Wrangler with like no top on it.
I'm gonna let the mediocre drawing do the talking, I think.
That sounds fair enough. Ray, I'm dying to know what you're cooking up right now.
Yeah, I know, me too.
It's- are you
So
just
do
trying to
you?
dig a
Is that a
hole?
fish? Like,
That's definitely the underside of a sperm whale, right?
It's a whale. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you remember that? That the scene in oh my God, the movie that the second reference is from.
The craft?
Craft?
The Craft, yeah, with the whales,
oh my gosh,
the
I love
whales
that
on the
movie so
beach.
good. Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
don't I don't remember it. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I guess we're gonna find out about it. So
yeah, you'll find out. You'll see. Basically,
I can't find anything about it on the internet. I was gonna show some images, but they're just like how to make like arts and crafts whale stuff. Like the craft whale. Like it's a hard search. Um, it's all like paper plates painted blue with
amazing.
yeah. Um, very fun. You're in Blender. Nice.
Yes, sorry about that. Yes, I'm
No,
using
no, it's fine.
Blender.
Uh, are you careful about like updating your like when you're using Blender? Like, are you pretty cautious about doing an update?
Oh my God, yes.
Really?
Like,
What,
yeah.
why
So
is that important? Sorry, I don't.
no, it's a great question. It seriously is a great question. So these things off to the side that I have all these little tabs here. These are called add-ons,
Mm-hmm.
and Blender's free, but they have these add-ons that you could pay for that are built by different developers, and they allow you to do things that would be otherwise like either impossible in Blender or extremely hard, right? And when Blender comes out with, they come out with pretty frequent updates. When they come out with one that has all these features, it's great, but the problem is it usually breaks most of your add-ons. So, and certain add-ons are maybe like depreciated where they only work with one version of Blender, or they have like a weird bug, and it's not like oh, the fix is coming in like within the end of the day. This is not Apple we're talking about. It's like one person doing the add-on, maybe a couple of them. So uh, it's I think they're up to Blender 5, but this is Blender 4.3, and I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, because I think there's like a crushing bug in one of the new Blenders on this add-on that I use. So I'm like, no thanks, I'm good.
Oh, so
Wow.
that's
Do
what you
you
have to do is just wait it out and
Yeah, it's like I don't need the feature, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm good. This is, I'm on deadline. I don't need to update. It's like when Photoshop updates, right? It's like you we know how crushing that is when there's a bug and then brand new Photoshop and you're like, I'm on a deadline and what am I gonna do now? Um, and so it's the same thing with Blender, but it just you would have to like, you know, uh just install the later or earlier version on it.
can you just reinstall your add-ons?
You can, but I, I mean, it's like, let's see,
Oh my God, it's a
this
pain.
whole list right here. Yeah, it's like
Oh wow.
anything. You could reinstall anything and everything, Dale. But some of the add-ons have like 4 steps to install because they have these assets and then I have all these other things that are not a part of like these asset browsers and libraries and I mean it is. Yeah. The cool thing about upgrading is that like it ports all your add-ons over, but you then have to like make sure that you're not that all the add-ons have proper updates. So I wait a while before upgrading.
do you read reviews to kind of be prepared for like
Yeah.
whether or not to do it?
Yep. Discord review Discord they all have Discord communities too. So that's so you just take a look at that and usually in the bug room fixes they're like do not upgrade whatever you do, it's not worth
Really?
it breaks it, I'm working on it. Yeah, I don't
Do
know
you
why.
do you trust do you find yourself going to uh Discord over Reddit for like
Mm.
highly, I don't know, like highly niche things like that?
For these add-ons and for other things like 3D they actually have like each of these developers have their own official discords, so
Yeah.
I go there because I'm going to get an answer. And if I don't know,
Yeah.
if I have a question, like one of the developers will actually respond and
Yeah, I'm pretty
get
excited
beeped
because
out.
Discord's like implemented a much more like effective like payment, like monthly subscription. And I'm like, oh, all these companies that have like ridiculously like like just like unpleasant like support like message board platforms still on their website, like they're just gonna become Discord servers,
Yeah,
which which
yeah,
I would love, you know.
I think it works pretty well. Um, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know how it does at scale, but like the crappy stuff, like that barely worked anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I
I
think
use
it's
like a lot of
great.
I pay for like premium support on like web development stuff, and it's just like basically you're paying a monthly subscription for access to a nerd, you know? And I say that endearingly.
No,
I really
I
do.
know.
Yeah.
As a fellow nerd,
Well, I am paying them. I mean,
yeah. I mean, what do you want? I'm
yeah,
paying
what
you to be
else do
my
you want?
friend.
I am
I'm paying you
giving
to
them
help me.
money.
Website's broke.
Yeah, and
Uh,
sometimes they're nasty with their responses to my questions, where they're like,
uh,
that's not even a full question," and you're like, "This is customer service, guys."
well, Timmy,
Yeah.
it maybe it's how you're approaching it based off of what how you
Oh,
refer to them.
my oh,
Oh, come
Ray,
on.
I am a peach of a customer to deal with, Ray.
I was just baiting Dale to react,
Oh, Dale. I open first question. You know what I do? I go, "Hi, my name's Timmy. What is your name?" You know, I'm a man of the people. I say, "How are you doing today?
To be
How are
fair,
you
you
doing
probably,
today?"
yeah, but to be fair, you're probably dealing with like a 16-year-old, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah, sure. It's just like a super nerd and up in the bedroom and making money, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
know that that's how it. I don't know that that's how support tickets work now, but
But I
but I
like
do
that.
love
I
that
like
you.
that's Dale's vision of it.
I do love Dale that you think whenever you're getting support help that you think it's a teenager.
well, here, so maybe not a teenager, but I get, I'd be shocked if it's somebody over 30.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah,
I was just gonna make a joke about Dale thinking teenagers are 30.
Yeah.
But I mean,
30 is the new toddler.
yeah, anybody, for me, anyone under 40 is basically a
Yeah.
teenager already. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to my quiet room here. So.
No, I love it. I do love that you have to
Come
you
back.
have
Come
to
back.
I do love that you have to talk to us like you don't know where the speaker is in your car. and you're like doing a conference call. You're just kind of
That you
yelling.
insisted on.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's just kind of yelling.
Well, I'm glad that I came in to exactly where I did in this conversation, having no idea what was going on and got the context clues pretty quickly. I was
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Adam, it's good to have you here. Everybody has shared, well, I think everybody. John, have you told us what materials you're using tonight?
I'm using a pencil.
A pencil.
Right now, just a 2B pencil. I don't know. I started drawing this and
Yeah.
kind of got sucked in and thought, well, hell, I'll just draw it.
Nice. Cassandra, you're not on the grabby train tonight.
Right, I felt like painting. So it's acrylic on cardboard treated with GAC 100. So which just allows the paint to sit on top of the cardboard instead of getting pulled in.
Adam, what what are you about to
I
use?
I've got that paint on paper that I'm pretending to be a celebrity endorser for. And
Oh,
right now I've
nice.
got a Cretacolor black super dark lead and then I've got the kitchen sink around me and I'll find out in a little bit if it's a mixed media thing or a painting or a
Yeah.
but I think whatever it is, I think it has to be Bette Midler.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Everybody, we're moving on to this 20 minutes on the first one is up. We're moving on to the next one. I always, John always recommends it. Everybody always recommends try to do three. If you're new to this, if you're a veteran, some of the veterans like to just focus on one, but if you're
Also,
here for
we've been doing
practice,
it for 5 years, so
yeah,
I was really good about doing all of them for like the first couple years.
yeah. But if this is your first time, treat it like boot camp and just really do all of them. So move on to the second one if you want to break them down into 20 minutes. You could do the first one for like an hour 45 and then speed draw the
Gesture
last one.
drawings at the
Yeah,
end.
do whatever you want. Um, I was gonna ask you a question about like because we were just talking about materials. What artist from any time now in history or a friend do you think is like the most versatile with materials?
Mhm.
I think.
Is that kind of a
I
loaded
can answer
question?
that. I can answer that immediately, but it's in my world.
That's okay. I mean, like, you
And
got to
it's
tell
not
us a little bit about
it's
it.
not
Yeah.
it's not everybody. And I'm gonna say my father.
I was
Yeah.
totally gonna say your
Yeah.
dad too.
Pretend that somebody knows nothing, I guess, and explain that then.
Well, he was an illustrator first, and he worked traditionally with. He didn't learn how to paint in school, so he taught himself how to paint in gouache, and that's what he worked with first. And then he started using acrylics and gouache, and then he started using um, um, uh, oil crayons and just crayons because he didn't have that much understanding of technical understanding of oil paint or anything. And it just went from there. And he tried, he used the airbrush. He did oil transfers. He did. Gosh, I know I'm missing a ton of stuff.
Roofing tar.
The technique that Chris Payne uses, the oil lift out, he was doing that 10 years before that. I mean, that was something that Chris learned, a technique from my father. He did it for a short period of time and started doing other stuff. As a painter, I mean, he used, as Cassandra said, he used roofing tars as one of his, the base for a medium. I told you jokingly told you the other night that he tried painting with caulking guns with like house caulk. I mean, he would just try all kinds of things. But you know, there's lots, you know, Tom Blackshear, you know, kind of a follower of his, did all kinds of different materials and techniques. I don't know. Why don't you guys throw some more out?
Well, you took mine.
I was
Well, I
gonna say
think
probably a
we've
couple
all
of
been
you.
exposed to him, and that's like one of the takeaways from
Mhm.
him, that
Right.
Yeah.
he tried lots of stuff.
You
Bill,
saw him demo once. Just
you know,
keep
Bill
going.
Mayer's very versatile. I don't know if it's medium as much as style, though.
Yeah, man, I was looking at some stuff of his yesterday. God, he's good.
I know.
What contemporary artist do you think would do the best with like caveman materials or cave people materials? Sorry.
Robert Dunleavy.
What was that?
Robert Dunleavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would. I think if I watched him paint with like berries on a stone wall, I would want to go out and start gardening berries.
Yeah. I was thinking about that after I asked the question. I was like, cavemen, cavemen and cavewomen were like, I don't know. I'd be like, what material are you using tonight? And they'd be like, oh, it's just that goopy stuff I found over there.
Right.
Smells bad, but looks good.
It looks great. It looks great. My fingers burn now, but
Right. I have a feeling they were like us, that by the second generation of them,
yeah,
they were like, well, it's pig's blood, but you have to heat it to exactly this temperature over a fire only made from willow, and it needs to be 7 inches above it, and you have to do it in April.
Right,
yeah,
right.
because I understand there's like somebody right now that like is like, no, that's not how cavemen do it. You know, like they did it this way, and
Right.
I understand that, but I also know I'm talking about the first caveman,
Right,
which is like the guy that didn't do it right.
right. The early adopters.
Early adopter.
There's always been an early
Yeah,
adopter.
we're talking about the iPhone 1.
Right. Like
Yeah.
the first guy to use fire.
Yeah.
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 That's a good
Yeah.
point, though, to me, because you know, the
Is it a good point?
well, I mean,
Nothing makes me feel more like a good boy, Dale, than somebody saying that.
oh, well, you know what, then that's enough then.
That's
I have nothing more to say.
To
I was
me,
looking forward to that. No, come on.
no, oh, nothing makes me feel better than that's a good point and great question, Timmy.
Wow, okay.
No, sorry, proceed, Dale.
It really wasn't. I wasn't going to. It wasn't all that interesting. I was just going to say the you know, those cave paintings that we're used to seeing. I mean, that's really pretty advanced stuff that must have been handed down from generation to generation. You know, and we're looking at a pretty developed visual language there. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, it's iceberg stuff. We're only seeing a fraction, like we're
Of
seeing
what
very
survived thousands
yeah.
of years. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, probably I mean, cave people didn't this understanding of like leaving something behind. It's an interesting thing because
Archivability for legacy.
this idea of legacy is an interesting concept because I don't know much about like well, also we're talking about like potentially like thousands of years of like human history where you're like I don't like we're grouping it all into one thing, which is like cave people. You know what I mean?
Now, you
Hmm.
know what I'm now going to hypothesize is, what if we were to go back and find out that the cave at Lascaux is actually like the detention table?
Oh.
Like,
So my other question was going to be what artist do you think could go back and thrive in like cave painting and also get along with cave people?
Oh man, Brad Holland.
Well, I feel like Da Vinci would be very good with the materials because he was a big
Yeah.
on experimentation and just
right.
trying to fully
Yeah.
understand things. So I don't know that he would be great about getting along with everybody,
I feel
but
like Da
do
Vinci
think-
would not thrive. Da
No,
Vinci
Yeah,
would
I
not
thi-
be one of the he would not be one of the
No.
boys.
he would
Yeah,
request
you
a
ne-
solitary cave for sure. But
Yeah.
Michelangelo. Michelangelo would be one of the boys.
I would actually go the other way around and say Michelangelo would be like in his own cave.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say he would be in his own cave too.
Yeah.
Leonardo apparently like he was pretty like charming and like infectious as a personality.
If you
Yeah.
wanted charming, that was Raphael. Like
Mm.
he knew how to get along with everybody for the most part. He really liked
Yeah.
Michelangelo. Michelangelo thought he was like a suck up.
Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
think
could
he was a brown noser and he just wanted Michelangelo's gig. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, they suspect that most of the cave paintings were often done by women because the men were out like hunting and the women were like, kind of back with the kids. So they would have more availability to do cave painting.
You know,
makes
speaking as
sense.
someone who's got lots of animal allergies and is deeply nearsighted, I resent that. There's no way they
Yeah,
would
Adam.
take me out. There's no way they were
Adam.
going to take me out hunting with them.
Adam, you definitely would have been left at the cave.
All right, well, Adam and the ladies would be working on the cave painting. Adam, we could work on a mural together, man. It'd be
I
great.
just imagining your cave dad grunting to your cave mom to be like, "What am I supposed to do with this guy?"
This is how all the women on the playground felt about me at drop off in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there we go.
the guy always needs a tissue. Just like,
Yeah, yeah.
I love Dale's summary of Raphael. Like I would pay
Yes.
for a series of like a Bostonian's Guide to Art History, you know.
Raphael brown noser.
yeah.
Brown noser.
I-
Other-
I
Kind of
guess-
how
otherwise-
he was
known,
known.
known as a brown noser.
I really do want to get a religious scholar, like religious art scholar on, because especially if we get into like anthropology of things like this, because one of the questions I would have is like, when did artists become focused on their legacy over their, because there was like a transition, I think, in like theology or religion or spirituality where it became not about where you go after, but what you leave behind.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, that's kind of an interesting shift.
I actually had a conversation kind of about this with my
Really?
the art historian at the university where I teach. And
Really?
yeah, it's because it's actually part of one of his lectures about the art market is to kind of talk about how, there was a period like to talk about, non-Western art and, as art is sort of like far into the concept of what it's supposed to be. Like things that are like, spiritual exercises aren't really intended as art the way that that Europeans created art to be.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't remember the date, but he did almost pinpoint it.
Really? Like where
Yeah.
it like shifted from.
Yeah, to the point where we're like making art for the sake of art rather than like, giving ourselves over to some like greater thing.
Like church and state.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was mostly illustration jobs
Right.
until, I mean, I don't know. Rembrandt, right around then.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I don't know.
Like
No, I
Dutch
think you're right, but-
Renaissance.
But it even takes us to the point then to say that, like if you're Jan van Eyck, you still write Jan van Eyck was here in the middle of something just so everyone knows you did it. And but you wouldn't do that if you were like an Australian Aboriginal creator.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's not what you're making it for.
yeah.
You're making it as a like a monument.
Yeah, like you're giving yourself over to this calling in a way. This
It's a
thing that
bow.
needs
It's
to
a
be
taking a
made.
kneel. It's like
Right.
taking a kneel or a bow or like a showing a I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah, like so
Yeah.
we can
It's
wonder.
a
I
form
guess-
of it's a form of worship.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
and so from that standpoint, we can wonder, like, what was the point in or like, what when in history do the guys making the Book of Kells really wish they could sign their name, or
Yeah.
are they doing, their good spiritualist duty?
Or are
That's
they
really
being
interesting.
commissioned and told they're not allowed to sign?
Right, right.
I'm really glad you guys are all here talking about this because Timmy, you should chime me in to do my educational talk about now.
Oh, really? Is this good timing?
It's good timing. It kind of goes along with what we're talking about
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
hell yeah. Awesome. Let's do it.
a little
Uh,
bit.
Ooh,
if
I
you're
like it when we're on theme.
Yeah.
And again, I am not an art historian. I
I,
just look
I
at the
just I just
pictures.
want to say John told me about the talk that he was giving tonight, and he was like, "Do you know anything about it?" Because I'm an English lit major, and I was like, "I know nothing." And then I Googled it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I took an entire semester's course on this poet, and fully forgot all of it." So anyway,
William
uh,
Blake?
let's hear it.
Dale, you nailed it.
Hey, nice.
Okay. Am I sharing properly?
Yep,
You are.
looks great.
Okay. So here's the dude, William Blake. I'm going to read some of this stuff because it's great. He was born 28th of November, 1757, and he spent his whole life in England. He was born in Soho, lived most of his life in London. Just 3 years he went away, and I have some photographs later of location. But he was a real revolutionary artist, poet, mystic whose works transcends conventional boundaries, bridging art, spirituality, esoteric thought. Blake's art, created through his innovative illuminated manuscripts, engravings, and paintings, is steep in symbolism and esoteric meaning. These pieces often depict themes of creation, spiritual struggle, and divine judgment, reflecting Blake's intense engagement with the hidden forces of the universe. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Blake's relevance to the occult. That is Blake's relevance to the occult, and why I chose him today. He was born, as I said, November 1757. He lived until August 1827. He was largely unrecognized in his life. Did not have certainly the popularity and the notoriety that he has now. And he's considered his work is considered like the early aspects of the Romantic age. And I've taken notes here and I can't read. He produced a diverse and symbolically rich collection of works which embrace the imagination as the body of God and human existence itself. He was considered crazy to most of his contemporaries, thought he was a madman. His paintings and poetry have been characterized as part of the Romantic movement and as the pre-Romantic. And the most important person in his life, he's the son. He had two siblings that both died and kind of grew up as the only child. Was his wife that he was married to for, I don't know the length of time. It was like 40 years of his life. And she was instrumental in creating many of the books. She worked as a printmaker and colorist of his works, and for almost 45 years, she was the person who lived and worked most closely to Blake and allowed him to cover the ground that he covered, the amount and body of work that he put out. That's pretty much the notes that I've taken. Let me show some imagery and you can see why I connected them for tonight. There's a good start right there.
That's
Uh,
Yeah.
Work is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
And I can't always tell what he was working in. Most of, because as Dale was mentioning, most everybody, he was an illustrator. He had all these books that books that he produced, the Book of Job, Paradise Lost, um, uh, the Divine Comedy, so many things that we know him for, the imagery for, but was mostly bookwork.
Mm.
Pretty dynamic stuff. I talked to a student yesterday that was very much interested in splash work. And I was like, oh my God, this guy could have been an awesome splash artist. Really dynamic, characters, environment, simple environments.
Wow.
Mm.
And he grew up as his family realized he was very interested in artwork and eventually landed an apprenticeship as an engraver and mostly homeschooled from I think by the age of 10, he was being homeschooled. And once after an apprenticeship, um, he went to school at the Royal Academy, where he had all kinds of issues with the faculty.
Uh-oh.
Kind of, he wanted to paint something different than what they wanted him to paint.
I can see that may have been a struggle. I mean, this could easily be a modern illustration here.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
He's a very sculptural quality to his work too.
Mm. It's a good word for it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he kept going back. His heroes were um, Michelangelo, and I mentioned God, I had another in my head. Can't remember who I was thinking of. But he kept going back to, being able to take academic work, but be very narrative with his own voice. And that wasn't
Wow.
necessarily the point of view of the school. That powerful?
Yeah, that's really
Awesome.
Look at that foot. Jeez. This is something somebody I knew very little about. I didn't take a class on him like Timmy did, but I'm certainly aware of of his work, just the things that I remember from my art history classes. But taking a long, deep dive into looking at a lot of his work was really healthy for me. Did it last night and this morning.
Yeah, that's cool.
wow.
Wow.
Awesome.
That most of his book work was etchings with watercolor, colored with watercolor, tinted with watercolor. But this has got to be an oil painting. I didn't say it has to be, but it sure looks like it. This doesn't.
Some of it looks like gouache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But watercolor and on top of etchings was most of what he did for book work.
Everyone's jacked.
Yeah.
Shredded, just totally shredded.
Well,
It's totally William Blakey was known to be pretty swole himself, so
they called him Yoke at the gym.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff reminds me, like the silhouettes, especially with the women, of like Tamira Lapinka. Like,
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
And so some of the, I could see some of the way he did his book work. I'll mention it when one of the pieces come up of Marc Chagall.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
yeah.
can see that.
absolutely shredded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot.
Modest,
No, see,
modest, but
this
shredded.
reminds
That man
this
doesn't need a
reminds,
carb. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, this reminds me of Chagall too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Definitely influenced.
So he was an adult in the early 1800s then, or yeah.
He died in 1827. So
Oh,
his, I think some of his most, or they at least they suggested that some of his prime stuff was right around 1800, right at the turn
I
of the
mean,
century.
there's a lot of Michelangelo in here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wow.
Hmm.
Rubens was the artist. I was trying to think of the other major
I
influence.
would love to
Oh,
know
I
the
can see
artist.
that. A lot of the physique, like I see that
Yeah.
too.
I remember this is from the Book of Job.
It would be devastating to see William Blake drawing these shredded guys, and then in his portrait of you, you're one of the doughy.
Oh my
I've seen
God,
some,
can you imagine?
It'd
there's
be
a couple
devastating.
drawings and stuff at the end.
Yeah.
He doesn't, he didn't follow
He
his
doesn't create.
practice.
He doesn't create. He doesn't create mythical muscles.
No, they're not, they weren't self-portraits. They were drawn by other people.
Well, it's funny because there's like there's a I mean there's a superhero um element to this, right? These are heroic figures and they're all super muscular.
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, oh, that's awesome.
Really fun.
That crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Huh.
good with ink.
Imagine if he had the internet, all the time he would have spent on the internet instead of doing this stuff.
For real, Dale.
Oh,
Yeah.
he missed out on social media.
Yeah.
He was doing this instead. I mean,
He
come
could
on.
have. He could have just done some brain rot content.
Like that right there, that's an illustration of broadband right there, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
actually.
it goes
yeah,
right.
This
Like
is
annual report illustration right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, this annual report from Comcast.
Comcast.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's his depiction of hell, is what it is.
Oh, well,
okay.
yeah. I mean,
Tomato. Yeah.
yeah, tomato.
So America Online, you're saying?
I got $45,000 for this.
My God.
Oh, wow.
The
That is
resurrection.
detailed.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of
He-
Sistine Chapel, like Last Judgment.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember about him, and I stepped away during the top of this, John, is that he was pretty much anti organized religion. So were a lot of these commissions?
Yeah, but there's another side to that.
Okay.
He was a religious man.
Oh yeah, no, I know he was a religious person,
yeah.
but I meant he was against organized religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of his biggest gripes were organized religion, and I didn't show some of it,
Yeah.
but and his feelings towards slavery.
Okay.
And he did not like it.
He's an
Okay, that's good.
abolitionist.
That's good. We probably wouldn't.
That's the
Yeah.
side we want him to be on.
Yeah.
Yep.
because
He was on the right side.
I was really hoping for that, John.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like,
Considering-
oh, it's a
Considered
long
he's
cause.
considered one of the brightest humans to ever live. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The better
This-
side of history.
This was a house that he was born in
Huh.
Soho. This is a plaque where the house used to be. This was the cottage that he lived in for 3 years. It's the only time he lived outside of London. He has two in the same, they're very close to each other. They're only like 60 or 70 feet apart. But during the war, all of the stones, the headstones got moved in the Second World War. And when they put them back, they discovered years later, I get it not till like it was like I think it was like 1998. It was no 2018 that the Blake Historical Society just identified exactly where his grave was, and that's when the second stone came.
Ah.
This one, the first one, they said it's about 66 feet from his actual grave.
Hold on, why did they move all of them?
They got moved during the war. They got pushed all over the place during and think about the bombings and
Oh, I thought you meant like they removed them
no,
to like put them. Oh, you're saying they got okay. They got yeah,
yeah,
damaged. Yeah,
Um,
they got damaged. So that's a drawing of him by, see if I can remember it. It's an etching by John Linnell.
okay.
This is a cast.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
James
Wow.
James DeVille. And
Death mask.
oops, that's it.
That was cool.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's crazy. The cast is. I would love to see the earliest known cast of a person's face. That was wild to see a cast of a person's faces.
It was very popular back then too.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, I thought that was a good topic for tonight.
Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you, John.
Oh man, so did you guys know this is going from casts, but it's also spooky for the season, that if you've ever taken like a CPR class and you worked on the little resuscitation doll,
Oh yeah, that's fun
Right.
history, right?
you know this one?
Fun, sad history.
Yes, right. But you're basically trying to resuscitate a French girl who drowned in the 19th century
No,
and whose face was
Mhm.
memorialized as a death mask and then sold like as wall decor.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was just so pretty and mysterious and had this ambiguous look of peace on her face that people just liked having it. But the man who was tasked with coming up with the what the resuscitation doll would look like was really stumped because one thing I think early on in prototypes he found out that like there was such a delicate line to like what people wanted to learn resuscitation on like nobody wanted to resuscitate like a fake male head.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at this like society party, and there was one of these death masks on the wall, and he looked at it and he was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" Like he was like he basically thought, "I bet people wouldn't mind resuscitating that."
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is like
And he was right. I think it was
so
the
borderline creepy, man. That is like,
But so yeah, so people have been trying to resuscitate her for
A while.
a while.
And nobody's been successful. Amazing.
I've got some fun facts about casts. If you guys want to hear them,
Ooh,
Yes.
it's like a point five action news story. The oldest physical cast. Do you guys want to guess? It's like a cast of a casting of a face.
11th century.
It'd be like a pharaoh or something.
yeah, I'm gonna say this seems like the Egyptians figured this out, would they?
yeah, I'm gonna say
Good
ancient
Egyptians.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the first century AD.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's a Roman child's face.
Oh,
It was discovered in 1878, and the way it happened was an accident. The child had died, and when they buried them, they used a type of cement to seal the sarcophagus, and it leaked and it poured into the coffin essentially, and it made a mold
Oh.
over the child's face.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it was completely unintentional.
completely unintentional. Yeah,
Like a bad contractor gone right.
And found 1800 years later.
Right.
Yeah, he needs a that guy needs a attaboy pat on the back. Yeah. And then Cass from Pompeii. But I think those are, I don't know understand those quite as much.
Well, that was just more of like the ash that for like created that buried them. Their bodies didn't make it, but the space did, and they injected just basically cement or plaster so that they could make a cast of the empty space. But it wasn't really defined. It's more of like the shape of
That's what that is. So that's like the negative space that was left because the
hmm
body's kind of disintegrated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's wild because like
Oh, is
you
it
can see
cool,
some people
Dale?
like
Is it cool,
praying
Dale?
and
Yeah, I
or
mean,
arms over their heads like it's
Yeah.
super cool.
It's super cool. Sorry, Cassandra, we're talking over
no, no,
you.
no, it's just
Sorry, Cassandra.
very
Timmy's trolling me. Please go on, Timmy.
I go,
it
Really
was
into
just
it.
oh
it's very
Dale, oh
surreal to see in
Dale.
person. I don't know if you guys have been to Pompeii, but it was very surreal to be there and to see those casts in person and then also see the murals still on the walls and the mosaics and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was at Pompeii 5 minutes after they closed the gate.
What?
Yeah, they close a couple minutes before actual closing time. Like there's a point where like it's
Yeah.
open, but they've let their last visitor in.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
And I got there just in time for that.
They knew you were going to be a lingerer.
That was it.
You would, Adam. You would be a lingerer. Some guy working, some guys
that
working
guy's
there.
got to linger.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah.
But luckily Pompeii is covered in these like really like sort of like kind of tame but feral dogs. And
Wow.
so if you can't get in, you just kind of hang out and you play with these dogs that are just roaming around and are so used to people they just want to make friends.
Yeah, they're pretty habituated and
Yeah,
just
so
ready for a tour
it's like
to
you
get
No,
food.
that's bad, Adam. Aren't you
I
allergic?
know, I know, but they were just it was undeniable. This adorable thing came up to you and wagged its tail and hopped up and down and you said, "Hey, buddy," and it wagged its tail more and
No.
I've
As
I've
somebody who's
talked with
definitely
people.
allergic to,
I've talked with people that live in places that have that many wild dogs, and they're always like, the funniest thing ever is people visiting our hometown thinking that these wild dogs are safe.
yeah, no, well, no, I
Yeah.
normally I'm not a stray dog kind of guy, but
You're typically not
Pompeii
straight.
this is what sort of stood out about the Pompeii dogs is they're
who's
like
the last
The
person in Pompeii
Pompeii
that
do-
closed the
the
gates?
Yeah,
Right,
Adam's
right,
like,
right.
didn't get a tour of Pompeii, did get to hang out with the stray dogs.
Did find out about rabies shots, you
right.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
What's Italian for I might have rabies?
Yeah.
See, I learned things.
Yeah.
The woman who cuts my hair is from Transylvania, so
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've got a Transylvanian haircut, and
I've been right on the line of there.
Wait, you got a haircut
she's
in Transylvania, Dale?
no, she's from Transylvania, so I always say I have a Transylvanian haircut.
I like it.
But
Beautiful area.
she said there are like roving bands of stray dogs, and it's a huge problem.
Oh yeah, it's pretty scary. When I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's just dangerous. I mean, um, yeah, it's just dangerous. When I was in Thailand, befriended a person in Bangkok, and they were just like, be on your toes when you see stray dogs. And funniest, some of the funniest. First of all, I went on like a me and G went on like a 10-mile hike, and at the head of the trail, this beautiful dog is just like sitting there, and it just like was like, I'm gonna go with you guys, and it walked the entire trail with us, and then came back and just sat where it just did like a cool 10-mile hike
That's
with
a
us.
ride.
Yeah,
flex
it just
move.
walked the whole thing, like up a mountain. We were kind of no one else was there, you know. Um, and then we had a kind of a dicey situation with stray dogs when we were in Thailand, and I think it's hilarious. No, I'm assuming you guys are going to give me crickets on this, but I think it was funny. Is I was out in the ocean and Gianna is like lounging on the like in the sand, enjoying this like very peaceful, like away from me experience. And I see like a dog nearby her, and then I see like 8 dogs are like
Oh,
on the beach, and I'm just watching from like 100 yards away, just kind of observing. And then they all 8 of these dogs get in like a like a Charlie Brown type fight where there's just like a cloud of beach dust. But like all it's amazing. It was like a bar fight from a movie. It was I you know, I hate to see it, but it was truly, they were wild, so it was nature happening. And this cloud of dog fight just like slowly moved and Gianna's like not, I don't know, she had like headphones on and it just went over her as she was, and I'm
oh,
just like observing, like as like, you know, I couldn't help. I was I would have helped if I could. I promise everybody. But I just
we
watched
don't
this
have any
cloud of a
comments
dog
right
fight.
now.
I watched this cloud of a dog fight like just go over her, and then just see absolute panic from her, realizing that it's happening. And then it's dicey because you know, you're like you're doing like a body scan to be like, did one of them get you?
Right.
Right.
And do we have to go to a, you know, do we have to go to a hospital here? And yeah. And it's just going to be the hospital's just full of Americans who have been bitten by wild dogs or fallen on a moped. Yeah,
I mean,
I
maybe Gianna wasn't angry at you because you won the costume contest.
yeah.
She might have been angry at you because you were laughing as she was
I didn't laugh.
being attacked by a
I
tornado
promise
of fighting
to
dogs.
Ray, I'm glad you brought this up. I didn't laugh at the time. It was only funny once we knew everybody is you know, in the clear. And to be clear to everybody, I think Thailand's amazing. I think everyone should go.
Um,
Yeah.
Eman and I, we were in Thailand with my mom and we were visiting good friends. And so we spent a couple days over in Koh Samet, this beautiful island, and we were on the beach and, we had a coconut and we were just hanging
Yeah.
out. And like we were in the sun, but my friend and his wife were under the tree. And while we're all sitting there and talking, just a snake just falls down onto his lap and proceeds to start to crawl up his bathing suit.
Oh,
And it was a straight up
Oh,
python.
it was
And
a python?
yeah, I've never seen anybody move so fast in my life. He just like
Yeah.
lightning fast, just grabbed the tail of the snake, flung it to the beach, and like jumped up at the same time. And we just watched it go down the beach. We were watching people scream and jump as it was making its way away.
That's amazing.
wow.
That's
We're all action heroes just waiting for our moment, aren't we? It's just
yeah. Everybody, let's move on to the last image. All right. This is the long one. Yeah. How long were you in Thailand, Cassandra?
How long were we there? Over 2 weeks. We were like they were the best because we when we were in Bangkok, we just stayed at their apartment, and then
Mhm.
his wife was from another part. I'm just suddenly blanking on all the areas we were, and so we could stay with her family in another part, and
Yeah.
so it was very like affordable. So we spent a few
Mhm.
weeks just kind of traveling around and had an amazing time and ate the best food.
Yeah, we had I did it when I was like 26. So it was like a budget trip to Thailand, which is hilarious. I mean, just and Gianna's like, my wife is like not the type to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we showed up, like our first hotel, like they were like, we cannot be more clear about this rule. If you leave a bunch of blood in the hotel room, it is going to be a problem.
My God.
Oh my gosh.
and I was like, gee, relax. It's not that big of a deal. And they just kept reminding us, like, if there's any blood at all,
What?
yeah.
It's awesome.
And well, it's a tattoo thing. A lot of people get tattoos in Thailand. That I finally figured it wasn't there was definitely a lost in translation thing where they just like would not stop talking about the blood rule. And then we finally pieced together like, oh, they mean like if you get a tattoo, like don't go like just like lay in the bed, like it's a problem. But I thought it was hilarious. Gianna was
Wow.
just like, you think this is a good place to stay? The place with like over the top blood rules.
Well, you don't want to
That
stay
would
in a
be
place
that
that doesn't
that
have
would
blood.
make me pause.
Yeah, I agree with Adam. That's exactly what I said
Right.
to her, I think, in the moment, which is like, well, the alternative is
Yeah.
terrifying.
You don't want to stay in the place that's like going, all right, up to 10 cc's, and after that, the
But that's kind of a low bar, don't you think?
Low bar. Did you guys do like mopeds and motorcycles when you're there?
We took the moped taxi, and it
Okay.
was one time, and it was terrifying because there
Oh,
was like very specific rules, like you don't touch the person that's driving the moped,
oh.
or it was like somewhere between a moped motorcycle. You just hold onto the bar behind you, and they just whip through traffic. And I was so excited when I made it there, and like having my friends catch up on other moped taxis, and we're like, we're alive, okay. I can't do
I
that again.
learned how to drive a motorcycle in Thailand, which is
Oh my
wild.
gosh.
Yeah, it
No way, man.
was a blast.
No
Most fun
way.
ever. I have
that's
a
right. The
quick
rock climber says, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Gianna wanted to learn how to do it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll teach you. I've been doing this for 48 hours." And then she immediately basically wrecked it into a parked car, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't for you. You're not part of the motorcycle club that I'm in here, and I am a motorcycle guy. That's the life I live." And funniest experience ever was we rented so it was like a enduro bike, right? John, you know what those are like.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really cool bike, right? It's like these old dirt bikes, and I had to return it, and the place was like it had this like loading dock, right? Like the rental place. So when I returned it, like I bring it back there, and we were in a different location, so I had not been to this place, and the rental place, like where all the bikes are stored, they're up on this loading dock, and I look around and I see a 2x4 that is just leaned up against the loading dock, like a ramp, just a, just like a just a tiny little ramp. And I saw like some British guy, and I was like, "What's the deal with the return?" He was like, "I don't know. I think that board is the ramp." And he was like, "You just got to push it up it." And I'm like, "This bike weighs like 400 pounds. I'm not pushing this bike. Like it's just gonna fall over." And so I was looking at it, and I was like, "I bet I can for sure." I was like, "Gianna, get off the bike." And I was like, amateur mistake is people don't hit these things fast enough. Like that's right.
Mm.
Like if you're going up a ramp to like go up onto something with a motorcycle, I was like,
Oh, you need the right momentum.
You didn't
you've
make it
got.
up.
I was like, I bet 99% of the time some American guy crashes and he falls and the bike tips over because he goes halfway up the ramp and it loses its balance. And so I like gunned it, like, and I hit the ramp and I fly up it. Amazingly, don't like crash on the way up the ramp. And I go in and I immediately, it's just like tile floor. So I immediately start sliding, skidding, like brake check into this like bike rental shop. And everybody is like losing their minds. Like, what is going on? And I immediately see that there was like a ramp right around the corner that was like totally normal. And like and just like some dude had like just like put a board up against this.
And you took the Fast and Furious ramp.
Oh yeah, no, like 20 people were like screaming at me like you insane person.
Like,
He
I
wanted the
got
free
it.
rental.
Yeah.
Would have been good if you went back to the hotel room and left blood all over the place.
Yeah, and then I left all my tattoo blood everywhere. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll
We told you. No, it's
yeah,
just from the moped. It wasn't the tattoos. It was the moped shop.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So most yeah, I look like a moron most of my trip there. So that was the goal.
That's what vacation is about, right?
That's what vacation is about. And if you do it with your dad, he looks like a moron, but then it's him insisting that he's not. Or is that just a personal experience?
Uh,
Yeah. Ray, you went black, man. What are you doing? What's going on?
Oh, you know what? I did. Sorry, folks. There you go.
We had some stories submitted, which I'm going to do over the next. We have 2 more episodes, so I'm going to be trickling them out. But we had some like spooky stories submitted.
Yay!
Okay.
The parameters of the spooky stories. I knew this was going to happen. It started playing while I'm talking. All right. So the parameters were 100 words or less, which for spooky story is tough, but Cassandra fought for the 100 words. My initial qualifier was 2 sentences, which I thought would make it a really fun challenge.
0 room for character development.
0 room for character development, but I wanted, I don't know. We'll see about that. Next year we'll do 2 sentences.
She doesn't want a like a dollar menu, Timmy. She wants a
Yeah.
real like a fine dining.
I want to be scared. I feel like 2 sentences is not enough to get there.
Should do a value pack, but not the dollar menu.
So tonight we're gonna kick it off with Jeff. Jeff Brain. He submitted one, and if I really appreciate this. He submitted audio for it.
Yay!
So I'm going to play it. It's a bit quiet, so everybody turn up your volume. We're not going to talk. We're going to listen. I'm going to play it. Everybody ready? I'm going to play it.
Yep.
We're going to listen.
Natives. Thursday morning, San Francisco gray with skies promising to drizzle on today's game. We play senior softball in San Bruno, due west of the airport, so jets take off roaring over our field. Usually, it's clear south of the city, but today there is a fog lowering to the top of the eucalyptus. The scream of the resident red-tailed hawk somehow muted. A foul ball was tipped into the community garden down the first base line, and I swear the huge sunflower stalk swayed to avoid getting hit. The field went silent. Even the turbines of the jet overhead a whisper. The fog growing thicker around the edge of the outfield beyond the chain-link fence. I turned from my center field position, looking past the 242-foot sign on the wall, trying to peer through the
Oh no.
They turned slowly, as one. Bare skin shone with the beaded moisture, eyes dark as black holes. Then the hawk's cry became somehow intelligible. Ramaitush! Ramaitush! I turned around towards the game. The fog had become too thick to see into the infield. None of my teammates visible. Ramaitush! 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 This time like an inhuman shriek. I shivered even though it was early October humid, hair standing up on my arms. The ball hit into the garden, hurtled back over the fence, rolled to my feet. The fog lifted.
Ooh, that was cool.
That was good. A good reading voice.
Yeah, Jeff. Great job. Good reading. Thank you. I want to see it illustrated now.
Right. I wonder if that's a thing when illustrators send you stories too. Like, are they things that like have imagery you'd want to draw like naturally?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it sort of like if you're writing your own? I mean, because sometimes I find like in my attempts at authorship, I'll be doing something and then back up from it and go like, wow, I feel pretty good about them. And they're like, oh my god, I have to learn how to draw this stuff now.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, totally. I have a couple of things, actually a few things like that, and I'm like, I have no idea how to draw this.
Yeah. Yeah, the evidence of that is the that aliens my aliens do not want to go home book where like I was sketching it out and suddenly went, I just gave myself 12 main characters of different species. And then when I started working on the paintings, I went, I just gave myself 12 main characters of different species and decided that the story would start as the sun was starting to set and go to the middle of the night.
Ugh,
So like,
good lighting for you.
right, exactly. I'm gonna decide their color schemes and then light them differently every spread. Which is why I wonder if other people who write like are sort of smart about making it something that they would, oh, I can't wait to paint this, or if it's a this is a great idea, uh-oh. Like,
So for anyone wondering, that story that Jeff submitted, if you want to read more about what the background for it is, Jeff, it was inspired by the local San Francisco Olun tribe, Ramya Tuch.
Oh, that's cool.
oh, cool.
Thank you, Jeff. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. And anybody that submitted other stories, I'm going to read them next week. I'm going to prep for them. Jeff sent me. I read Jeff's and was like, "Oh man, I'm going to butcher this." Jeff, I messaged him. I was like, "It's going to sound so bad if I read it." And so I was really appreciative that Jeff sent it. So the rule is just send a story. It's got to be 100 words or less. I let Jeff go past the 100 word rule because he read it. So
And it was good.
And it was
and
good.
it was good. Yeah, that was good. So Jeff, you should post it so people could read it because I think it was fun to read.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna do a Ray checking because Ray went Black Ops for a bit, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. I assume that it's intentional sometimes that you're doing you're planning like a jump scare for us.
No, oh God, yeah, right. Yeah, because that would actually be useful. No, I wasn't. There was uh,
You don't have to.
and
Give us an
I had
excuse.
yeah, and I just had it was a project. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I know where that is, and then but it's something I can't show. So I did a sweet moon. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna redo the moon that I already did.
Hmm.
So then I went black, and then that was it.
So John, you came up in conversation this past weekend.
Uh-oh.
I was judging a community art show with Rudy Gutierrez,
Oh,
Hey, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
I say, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
And he's just such a lovely, amazing guy. And he brought up how much he enjoyed doing his interview with you.
I enjoyed it very much. He's a very nice man and a really good artist.
Yeah, like he's as nice as he is good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lovely compliment.
Yeah, it's one of those like the very first time I met him too. I was doing one of these things, and the whole time I kept thinking like this guy's being so much nicer to me than he has to be. But he seems to just be he's just like that. He's just a genuinely good person.
Oh yeah.
That's such a treat when you meet, a talented artist and they're just so nice and, you get to have a real conversation.
Oh yeah, it was just yeah, and I hadn't seen it. We like I said, I see him when we do these. We live close enough to each other apparently that we get called to judge the same community art show every couple of years.
Oh,
And I think we're at the point now where we sort of even ask like the guy running it, like, well, is Rudy going to do it this year?
Adam, you'll get a kick out of this. I think I said this in his talk, but how I learned about Rudy was we were doing the academy one year, and Gary Kelly, I had a Society of Illustrators annuals, multiple ones there, and he we were kind of going through it, showing students different artists and stuff, and he goes, "Hey, here's a new face. This guy's going to be awesome," and it was Rudy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Actually, Rudy's one of the people. Like, I think Rudio and Joe Chariello are the people that I most got to know initially through my like record collection before it dawned on me people made these things.
That's funny. Oh man, Joe Ciardello, man, the guy can draw.
Adam, that looks great so far.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a lot of the art that's been posted, and it's wild to me that like the art of Haxon is like way creepier than any of the art of the other contemporary stuff. Like obviously Hocus Pocus is, whatever, but
Well, probably because like there's mystery to that movie that isn't to like The Craft and Hocus
yeah.
Pocus.
Well, you know what? I was looking at the image that you chose, John, and I immediately think of like Fantasia.
I can see that.
I mean, Fantasia's terrifying.
Oh
It
yeah.
it is. It scared me. The dinosaur one made me so sad. And was it Mount
Not on Bald Mountain.
Bald
Yeah.
Mountain? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just,
Bill Titla.
I mean,
That's
I
the
tried
guy
to
who
watch
did the demon.
Ratatouille with my nephew, and my mom's there, and she's like, Timmy, he's scared. Don't force him to do this. And I'm like, you made me watch Fantasia.
Very funny. I got in trouble for showing my daughter Fantasia.
Yeah.
It scared the hell out of her.
I mean,
Oddly enough, she like grew up and she wants to direct horror movies, so
Well,
She's totally normal.
You got her started right.
Dale, can I ask some questions? What's like the holy grail of horror for your daughter?
Oh,
Fantasia.
Evil Dead is like
Mm,
No.
it's just the perfect balance of
comedy.
horror and absurdity,
I loved
I should have
Dead.
never expected anything less. I'm glad
Evil
that you
Dead.
classically trained your daughter.
Dale, yeah, I think Evil Dead's got to be one of my favorite horror films.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, where it goes, like it doesn't end up where it starts,
It
no.
definitely does not.
and reading about like the making of that film, because it took quite a I'm pretty rusty on this, like the history of making it, but I watched a documentary about it forever ago. They showed Sam Raimi like how he directed it, and then there was so much time in between, like when they initially shot most of the actors, and then when they needed to shoot some of like the camera chases. So they put a lot of the like dolly shots are like a guy on a bicycle, like in a basket in front of a bicycle, right?
Huh.
And so many people lost steam. Like I'm actually helping a comedian with like a little film that he's trying to do. I'm giving him advice, and I'm like, just know that like the more complicated you make it and the lower the budget, the more likely people are gonna lose focus on your dream. Like it's your dream, it's not their dream. So like they're
right.
like that's tough. Like you're gonna have to figure out how to get. And Evil Dead, a lot of the I believe it was the actresses like just were like over this. I don't want, and then they dropped out, right?
No kidding.
Yeah, and so a lot of the chase scenes are just dudes that were on set with wigs running away from
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably butchered it. It might just be like one scene or something, but like that was what I remembered. The takeaway was like people were pretty fed up with like this movie that I just like was still working on. And I just like when it's low budget, you really gotta get it done as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the business is hard enough, the hours are ridiculous.
Hours are insane. Yeah. Yeah. They seem to take no account for sleep sometimes.
No, none.
They'll be like, we're gonna do a night shoot, and then we want you on set at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And
Yep.
you're like, what? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch the John Candy documentary
Not
yet?
yet. Not yet.
Oh,
I'm really excited for it though.
It's really good. But they interview Chris Columbus about Home Alone and his part in it, and they really wanted him there, and so as a favor to Chris Columbus, he was like, "All right, I'll show up. I can give you 24 hours. That's all I got. But whatever you want within that." And he was like, "We used him for 23 hours."
Yeah.
That's it right there. Yeah.
Oh, it's the pressure of that is nuts. I mean, Sal Q told a story about shooting with Rick Ross, which,
Huh.
so he did a shoot with Rick Ross where they basically were like, he's bailed. He's not going to do it. And he was like, I've got to, it's editorial. So it's like, I mean, he probably has more, Sal Q has more in common with y'all than he does with the commercial photographers that I know.
I thought you were gonna say he has more common with us than he does Rick Ross, and I'm like, what? Really? Oh, wow.
He has nothing in common with anyone. I'll say that.
Well, he worked a
No.
lot of editorials. I mean,
Yeah, he just does a lot of editorial work, and so like he's out like gonna shoot, and I'm just retelling a story that he's told on this. So, but anyway, he basically was like, I don't want to like have to call somebody and be like, oh yeah, Ricky Rose wouldn't do the shoot, like he canceled, and so he basically was just like, wait, no, so when does like the plane land, and where's the car that he's getting into? And they're like this and that, and he was like, okay, I'll shoot him on the walk from the plane to the car. And
Wow. Wow.
they're like, well, he's gonna be in a rush, and he's like, just let me do this. And he got the shot. He got like a published shot with him. It's amazing. And it's like it's actually like the culmination of talent and like work where you're just like, that's not luck, like that's just like exceptional talent, like
And persistence, like
yeah.
But
working
that's a big-
around complications.
But I don't know any photographer that could have been put in that. I know a lot of really talented photographers. I don't know anyone that could be in that situation and like make that work. And he has like a portfolio piece from that, which is insane.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyways.
I think it was like last week or the week before, he posted this Jimmy Kimmel piece he did
Oh yeah. That's
where
cool.
it was like holographic, where there's one where his face looks normal, and then
Mhm.
he just talked about he wanted to get him like looking like he was sneezing, and he gave him two options. He was like, you can fake sneeze, or I can like cut an onion open, or I can like blow black pepper in your
I'll
face or
show it.
something.
Yeah.
And like then seeing the postcard and it flips one way and it was like bless you. Like it was hilarious. That one
Yeah.
right there, yeah.
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah.
So the reason we're doing this is Matt's gonna be a guest next week. So this is exciting. Negative Collection is gonna come back, but yeah, this was the photo. I love this photo series he did. This is
That's a
from
riot.
a while back. So
Yeah.
how great is that?
Awesome.
Really cool. Yeah.
I just loved that so much.
Yeah, you don't see promos like that anymore. That's fun. Yeah. Oh man, do a like what is that? What is that type of what is that called? Ooh.
Yeah, I couldn't
I-
remember how to
God, what are they called?
Cause man, what a way to be remembered. Yeah, do it.
Well, a hologram,
Gonna
Yeah,
say
it's,
hologram, but
like one of
Lenticulars.
those foil lenticulars. Yeah, oh yeah, man.
lenticular. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like hologram. That's
Thank you for knowing the
pretty
word.
sure
I
that's
couldn't
true
figure
pop.
out how to describe like what it was.
Right. Yeah.
Did they do a
if I waited
lenticular?
3 more seconds to say it, it would have been gone again.
Ray, you said a hologram, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they did a lenticular of Tupac at Coachella. You remember that? Do you remember the hologram?
I do. That's what
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
It's crazy that was over a decade ago, and it really, we're not seeing more. Like in 2011, I thought, oh man, 2015 is going to be insane. All of my favorite rappers are going to come back.
Well, they did. Just
Well-
not the way we wanted to.
And it's true. It's true. Everybody, we're coming close to the end, so get ready to post your work and post it to Discord. If you have not joined Discord, get comfortable. This is where we live now. This is your new home. This is your future community. You don't need to go to Instagram. Instagram wants every second of every day of your life. Come to Discord. It's not addicting at all. I forget about it for days at a time.
Right.
There are no ads in our server. You never see any images of a person you went to high school with
Were they
sharing their ideas. Yeah, there's outside of drawing and illustration, very few ideas occurring in our
more about your
server.
political opinions? That sounds really interesting.
I was just saying, I'm referring to them as ideas, Dale. So I want to say it's just a really positive community. I do think that every single week I get more and more on the bus of I don't think that there is any net positive gain of promoting yourself or really using social media for any purpose. That's my radical
Saying that
idea.
now that I'm finally getting viral posts. Thanks, man.
Sorry. Sorry.
I knew it was
Adam.
too late.
Hey, Adam, I totally agree. Can you tag us in those?
Yeah. It's great. Just as evidence of how I have no idea how any of this works. Like I gained a net like 3,000 followers in the past couple weeks.
How'd you do
That's
that?
pretty tremendous.
I'm
Because
not-
posts go
Well,
viral.
well, if
I'm
you
not
sign
sure
up for his course,
Yeah,
you'll,
yeah.
Because then every time I post-
OnlyFans account, he's doing
Every
well.
time I post something new, I get like 100 likes. So I think the way to keep followers is to make sure they don't actually see anything you're posting, so they can't get fed up and unfollow you. Because up until this week, it was like I would get 100 followers, but 80 people would unfollow me at the same time.
That's funny.
And somehow, I think it was because I took advantage of Fat Bear Week.
Oh, Fat Bear Week's so fun.
And Fat Bear Week apparently is a big enough thing that picture drawings of bears that had never gotten me anything, when I reposted them during Fat Bear Week, one post it's like up to 64,000 likes.
boom.
What?
But then the one after it is back to 200.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened on TikTok for me. Like I like posted a video of painting a skunk, and it got an insane amount of views and likes, and then it was like 10,000 followers from that one situation.
Right.
Wow.
My favorite
Man.
thing ever is there's a video on our YouTube channel. It got it got flagged for inappropriate content, which I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense why it got flagged, but it was just a demo by Chris Payne, and it
The
became
least harmless art ever.
it became a
remember.
ASMR video.
It's a-
Really.
It was like really calming for people to listen to. It
You
was-
just hear the pencil slightly
yeah, it was like
squeaking.
pencil. Every once in a while there was an erase, like some erasing, and then it was Chris like talking about baseball.
oh my God.
It was really funny, and it went like fully. I mean, it had over like it had like 80,000 views, and then then I got like a notice that's like your video's been flagged for inappropriate content.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, baseball fans, they all it takes is drawing like a Yankee, and all the Bostonians call in and get you flagged.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. First base, first you follow baseball, then you're hawking, pump and dump crypto schemes. I get it.
Right.
Yeah. Which, by the way, anybody, if you buy a VAP coin, tonight, if you're holding over 1 million VAP coin, you can attend a class for a reduced rate.
20%. Yeah, 20% discount.
Yeah, VAP
Till
coin
Tuesdays.
To the moon.
to the moon. Just kidding. We don't have VAP coin. It's an NFT. No, everybody start posting your work to Instagram now. Don't wait. Or not Instagram. Don't ever post to Instagram.
Well, you
It's
can post to
gone.
Instagram and tag Visual Arts Passage, and
You
Timmy
can
will
do that.
repost you in the story.
You can do that, but this is my radical recommendation for this week, which is fully commit to a Visual Arts Passage Discord lifestyle. fully commit. Please post your work to Discord. Start posting it now. Don't wait. I'm looking at the work now. It's awesome. It's really some
course
really
it's
spooky
awesome.
stuff.
Everybody in it's fantastic.
I'm gonna be quiet for a second because I got to figure out how to get on my phone.
Oh, I had a fun question for y'all.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day. What artist in the past would just greatly take advantage of modern technology to enhance their art?
Salvador
Da
Dali.
Vinci. Da Vinci would be an AI guy, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He'd own his own winery too, right?
yeah, and he would have his own meme coin.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He still would manage not to, he would still figure out not to finish anything though, Dale.
Right.
Despite that. It's a beautiful man.
That's a good question.
I think Salvador Dali would have sold out on whatever it was.
Right. Well, okay. Let me repreface this. Not as a sellout, to like genuinely like, and not honestly including AI.
Picasso for sure.
Like
I would say
Vermeer.
Picasso.
I feel like Vermeer would have really appreciated photography and being able to set up his reference better digitally. Like
Oh, yeah.
thinking about the way that he would try to set up like a viewfinder to better see what he's painting.
Yeah, right. No, good point. Well, in that case, I mean, I'd say Van Eyck would do that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if Van der Weyden would, but Van Eyck would.
Hmm.
I don't know much about Van der Weyden. I'm just
Throwing cool names
throwing
out.
that. Throwing, yeah.
I mean,
There's some
any of those
really,
artists
really awesome artwork.
with studios, right? I mean, like Rubens, I could see him doing that.
Oh yeah.
Just the latest working methods.
Yeah, well, because Ruben, his Prometheus Bound, he hired someone to paint the bird, right?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Van Dyke painted most of his heads for, as soon as he figured out, like, oh my God, this guy's way better than I am. Let's just have him do it because he was running a studio,
Right.
So
Think about some of the illustrators that would do it. I mean, Paris would be all over 3D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I would tell him not to do it.
Which of them do you think would be the biggest pain in the ass for me to help get into a Zoom room?
James Montgomery Flagg.
I'd say Michelangelo too. I mean,
I was going to say
Yeah.
Picasso too.
Yeah, because the number of artists that have
Just
told me
because
that
Picasso's
it's
being
impossible.
Picasso.
I was gonna say the number of artists who have told me it's impossible to get on the panel here, and then I'm like, well, there's 180 people in the waiting room that seem to have not had a problem. Yeah, no, cracks me up. Yeah, Picasso.
no, but if you just try, okay, we're not going to argue about that, Timmy.
Oh, I'm not talking about you, Dale.
No. I have had difficulty. If you try to just get in, it says you can't register as a host, and then it's like, okay, going full Chris Payne here and just like swearing at my monitor.
Oh, you know,
I
be
really
a
do need
pain. Van Gogh. Van Gogh would not
Oh
do it.
yeah. No, he would
Oh,
not.
God.
He would not figure it out.
And
No.
God
Wouldn't be
would
a good
for
listener.
Van Gogh wouldn't be easy.
He for sure would be
Sorry, I
sending
had to
me.
do it. I had to
Like,
do
He'd be
I'm not
sending-
doing that.
He'd be
Oh.
sending me photos of his like other cut off ear, being like, "This is because of you." He's just-
Right. Like
I can't
Like the
see Van
Discord
Gogh as a
sounds would-
joiner.
Yeah.
He's somebody that would join a community that wouldn't be like him.
I think Toulouse-Lautrec would be a pain.
I do got a
Oh
feeling
my
the
God.
further we go back in time, the more difficult it would be to work with the artists for me.
I think Dolly would most make Timmy crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'd know what he's doing, but he'd just be playing with Timmy.
Yeah, exactly. He would just be like, I found his button. And I found if you push it over and over and over again, he
Yes.
gets angrier. And it's
I
fun.
feel like
I like
I'm
that.
pretty aware when my buttons are being pushed.
Yeah, but they've never been
Yeah,
pushed by a surrealist before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But can you do
Oh,
anything about it?
Like a megalomaniac
Right.
surrealist at that too.
I think we would, you know what? I think we would have gotten along.
You
Wild
would have or
take.
wouldn't have?
We would have.
You and Dali would have gotten along?
Yeah.
After
I
the
I think we
second
would see
pup.
eye to eye. I think we'd see eye to eye on a lot of
I
well,
don't think I
probably
would have
not on a
gotten
lot
along
of
with
things.
Dolly. I would not. I would just be like, no, thanks, man.
We give the guy a chance here. I mean, geez, you don't
Oh,
even know.
he said
No,
realism
just
begins and
joking.
ends with him. There's no room for
Let him
anybody
join the
else.
panel. Let him just do one panel.
Yeah, I
Draw
would let
this
him on the
once.
panel.
Right, and then change the password the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, whose idea was that? Didn't Cassandra warn us?
Told you not to do it.
I got a feeling that every single one of the names we mentioned, we'd be telling people like, okay, this is an earmuffs episode. This is adults only episode. A lot of ideas are gonna get shared.
Ideas.
Isn't that the funniest way to say it?
It really is. You have a
You
lot
guys-
of ideas.
That guy had a lot of ideas. You guys ready to see some art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Awesome. I'm zooming in because this
Oh,
is too
wow.
Oh.
That's
Somebody's cooking.
amazing.
Jeepers.
I gotta play a video.
Yeah, I said you. I was thinking the same way.
Creepy. What's happening?
Amazing.
That was
Amazing.
worth it. You did not. I was like, maybe I shouldn't play the video. I'm glad I did.
I'm so glad you did. That was very Halloween. Thank you
Good
for that.
stuff.
Yes.
Ooh, Chuck.
Yeah.
Love
Nice,
it.
Chuck.
Nice, Chuck.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm zooming in
Nice.
on the stuff.
Ooh,
where it looks
nice.
small.
Bette Midler teeth.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
great. Woo.
Well, that's
Oh,
great.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We go. Look at that.
Oh.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
Really
cool,
creepy.
Nicole. That is so cool. Great
That's
job, Lisa.
great.
Oh, that has a
Yes.
Toulouse-Lautrec about.
Yeah.
You'll go up.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job.
Wow.
That's cool.
Hey, Kevin. Nice.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great.
Hands. So good.
I love
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
so fun.
Feels like early
Well
Disney.
done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm zooming in on stuff that we need to read. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah,
oh,
nice.
that's so funny.
Nice. Drawing hives come a long way.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, nice, Jen.
That's
Beautiful
great.
job.
That's
Good
great.
stuff.
Oh,
Awesome.
so fun. Yes.
So
oh,
creepy.
that's gorgeous.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's really creepy. I love it. Awesome, Tyler.
That's so
Nice,
great.
Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Nice, Joshua.
Yes.
Great job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Peter,
Yeah,
that's
that's
so
great.
good.
Awesome.
Best.
I have to finish the cauldron before I can do this. Ooh, Paul, you got a lot done, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Karen, I love it.
Oh my
yes.
gosh. That's
Ooh,
really
really
creepy.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Great fingers.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Really nice.
Nice.
Oh, Terry, that's fantastic.
Ah,
Wow. Nice, Terry.
that was really good.
Good stuff.
I love
Picture.
it.
I love these. Yeah.
These are
Nice
fantastic.
winner. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's really
Oh,
great.
man, these are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Creepy.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Nice.
Really nice.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I do love that we had a kid draw accent.
I know.
Those are great.
Yeah, we had like a lot of young kids draw accent tonight.
It's nightmare right here. Drawing Hive.
Nice nightmare fuel for them.
Yes. Ooh, these are great.
Great job. Oh, I love it.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, nice,
I
Gary.
love
Gary.
it. Love it.
Good stuff. Creepy.
Oh, that's good. Really nice, Andy.
Wow. Jeff,
Jeff,
you're a
so
poet,
good.
Nice,
Wow.
dude.
poet, you're a comic book artist, everything. I love it.
Oh,
Sweet
yeah,
Benny.
that's
Ooh.
those.
That's hilarious.
Those are fantastic.
Yes. Oh, wow.
That's great.
Awesome.
Oh,
See,
Marcy.
Wow.
Yes.
Marcy.
Yeah, she's so good.
Awesome.
Always
Nice.
fantastic. Oh, that's a wonderful nun. Nice, Karen.
I
Oh,
just want to say,
wow.
everybody, please welcome the new people
Ooh, Ann,
to
that's
our
great.
Discord server.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that,
yeah, those are really
welcome.
good, Anne.
Yeah.
that unhinged look there.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Oh, Robert.
Oh, Robert.
Wow.
Wow.
So good.
Oh,
Dude, Robert, man.
Oh, I love that too.
Julian?
nice, Julian's
Wow.
Nice,
back.
Julian.
Julian.
Jeez.
Back, but you haven't lost anything.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, right?
No,
Jeez.
Yeah,
no.
right.
And him again.
Oh,
The-
wow. Those are good.
The John, you had like a hit squad a while ago for,
I know.
for artists that gets you good.
Really nice.
The list.
The list.
List of
Nice.
artists we're gonna have to eliminate.
Yeah, good
I
back.
wonder why our videos get flagged on YouTube. John's list.
Inappropriate content. Inappropriate.
John's got
Just
a
Oh,
list.
great job, Terry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
that's
stuff.
fun. I love the patterning you did with the hair there.
Hey, Ella.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
That's
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Wow.
this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I
Wow.
love that you added that black there. It
Oh,
really made
yeah.
it pop.
Great. It's so creepy.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
that's good.
Whoa.
Dang.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
So cool.
It's terrifying.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic. Y'all knocked it out of the park tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The list grows. I think the list has
Um,
become too large at this point, John.
This reminds
Oh.
me of what's the French cartoon about the cyclists and like the
Oh,
triplets
Triplets of
Belleville?
Belleville.
Reminds me of Triplets of Belleville.
Yes.
So
Yes,
awesome.
totally.
Yeah, that's great. Good stuff.
Nice
Really
reference, Timmy.
nice.
Yeah, right? Like that? Yeah,
Great
I'm
job, Chuck.
cultured.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
cultured, right? Thank you. I'm going to think about that later tonight. I'm going to be like, Rayson had a nice reference.
Great point, Timmy.
Great. Thank
Nice,
you.
Eric.
Oh,
Eric,
wow, Eric.
lovely.
That's great.
Oh, whoa, Eric.
Yeah.
Valerie. That's awesome, Valerie.
Valerie,
That's
that's
awesome, Valerie.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Really nice, Rebecca.
Woo.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
sweet.
I like that you mixed them both together. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
They go together well.
They
Right.
do. They do. This is great
Well
stuff.
done,
And it's
Whimsical
also
Peanut.
Yeah.
beautiful dog. Love it.
Great job.
Good
Nice.
stuff. The nun with the door. I didn't realize that it had torture stuff until like 10 minutes before drawing
Oh.
tonight. I was like, good stuff.
Really great. Good
Yeah,
likeness.
yeah.
So fun.
Amazing. A lot of
Yes.
people posted to the Discord server. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
Yes.
embracing the new spot.
Yeah,
Great
welcome to
line
the
work there.
revolution.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything's gonna change.
Ooh, I like that.
This is a dawn. This is a dawn of a new era, people.
Oh, those are killer, man. Look at
These
that.
are awesome, right?
Those are
That's
fun.
great.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that
Or-
glows.
All right, that's the last one.
Oh,
I just want to say
wonderful.
thank you everybody for posting your work. That was a really fun night. This is night. What? How many Halloween nights? We're stuck in Halloween town.
This is 3.
Green
Great.
stuff.
Two
We got
more to
two
go.
more. We got 2 more Halloween episodes.
Whoop,
Thank you
whoop.
so much. If you haven't joined the Discord server, you didn't do it tonight, please join. Hop in there next week. If you're a Discord veteran and you really know your way around it, please, if you see a new handle, it looks like a new person, this is their first time working or posting their work, please give them like a warm welcome and explore the other channels. There are channels you can post to any time of the week. And this is not social media. This is a healthy place. We're keeping it fun, keeping it light. and it's educational. Please, please, please. It's a great community. Embrace it. That was awesome, everybody.
Thank you, everybody,
Yes,
for
thanks,
joining
everyone.
us
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thanks, everyone.
Good to see everybody.
I guess.
Always
Yes.
fun.
Good weekend. Bye.